Yes, guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your boy Jordan Antonio Brown, and we're giving you another daily dose of a jab. So today we're going to speak about the game yesterday, which was Brentford versus Arsenal, whichever way you want to dress it up. And Arsenal, man, what can I really say? To be honest, there's so much to say, but let's actually start off by analyzing the game. And Brentford, to be fair, Brentford, they are a tough team to beat. You can see why they're seventh in the league, sitting pretty in European places, and you can see what they're doing. They're a very hard team to beat, especially at home. The way they're playing, they're difficult. However, I don't think Brentford are a better quality team than the team that I saw Man United play away from home against West Ham. Am I going crazy? Let me know in the comments below. But I think quality-wise, West Ham have a little bit more quality up top than a Brentford. And Brentford are sitting 7th and West Ham are sitting 18th in the Premier League. So I think the Premier League is very weird this year. There's a lot of spaces and a lot of spots up for grabs. And a lot of teams, it's literally down to you. Are you going to take the chance? Because you might never get another chance ever again like this. Sunderland speaking, you're in high places right now. Are you going to take the chance to do what you have to do to get over the line, to make history for your club? Brentford, for example, are you going to do what you needed to do to get into some places, to get into some spots, to reach historical places that you've never ever seen as a club? I know Brentford, they're talking coming into the Premier League that they've never been in the Premier League or top flight division before this season in like 70 years. Imagine where they're going to finish this year is going to be the highest place they've probably ever finished in their history. I'm not even sure if they've ever won a cup, a major competition before. So going back to what I just said, Brentford looked like they were the team that were going to win. They looked like they were hungry. They looked like they smelt blood and they said, we're going to take Arsenal to the sword, to the edge of the cliff and make sure that we get the win. And they are the ones who played with belief. Arsenal, on the other hand, after the one goal, obviously Arteta, did he set up in the right way where maybe you say, oh, you're bringing on another forward and you shot. He didn't do that. He kind of said, no, we're still playing the same way we're playing. And did Arsenal deserve that goal? I mean, it was up in the air at that point, to be honest, and it could have gone either way. I think Madueke, not the best game. You know, he goal, but again, probably should have been doing more, especially the fact that this is your chance to show this, like, people been saying, play me over Saka. Play him Saka because he provides a lot of service to the front line and obviously to Gyökeres. But this game, I didn't really see it. As a first half performance, not the best. You know, I would be upset and disappointed in himself that he didn't really take his chance to put a stamp on the game and put a stamp on the team so he could actually push forward and be a mainstay in this team where he could be starting and leading the line moving into title charge and the end of the season. So yeah, from him, a bit disappointed. Gyökeres, I mean, he best didn't really have much to do and yeah, didn't get much service. Only service really he could have got was the pass that Declan Rice tried to give him, and Declan Rice kind of, I should have took the shot, to be honest. I think in that moment, the striker, he don't mind a little tap in or a little square pass. However, you know, he's not expecting it either. So Declan, in that moment, I think you have to take the shot and you have to take leadership in that moment and just do it. Let's speak about Declan's comments after the game. Declan mentioned, if you do not win the game, don't lose it. And I hear it. Arsenal did it. And in hindsight, you might look at that game, you might say that was actually the point we needed to actually win this league title. However, right now in the history books, Arsenal, last 3 years, they have dropped points from a leading position in the Premier League, and they've set records, I think, leading positions, the first to lead by this many points and then not win the league title. I think this year they set a new one, for example. I think Arsenal historically, in the back of their minds, they're thinking, we've been here before and we don't want to let it slip. And we kind of need to the biggest gap as possible because we know Man City could be on our necks and be questioning whether we want to win this Premier League title too. So I think, yeah, it's kind of with Arsenal right now. They got Man City in the Carabao Cup final, and that is going to be a big, big game. I think personally, whoever wins that game wins the Premier League. I know that sounds crazy, but I think it's a psychological thing. I think whoever wins that game wins the Premier League because it says to them, oh, we are the people who win trophies. And Man City are. Let's be honest. Man City has historically, the last 10 years, wiped all competitions when it comes to, they've won one Champions League, Premier Leagues, Carabao Cups, and FA Cup as well. So I think it says a message, whoever wins that game, that we are the ones that are going to walk away with the Premier League. And Arsenal got to go to the Etihad. Etihad, that's a big pitch. And that's a pitch where you need a lot of pace and power. And I spoke about it before. Arsenal kind of lack in that area. I think Joker, he's very strong. Yeah. He's not someone who moves as quick as other forwards. Haaland, powerful and strong. Yeah. And fast. Put into one. Semenyo, same thing. Very powerful, very fast. Yeah. Saka, he powerful, he is shifty, but I think, I don't know, it's how it was looking last season. It's looking a bit different. And I think that injury had a big part to play in him getting it, him losing his speed, his agility. He just hasn't looked the same. And the numbers kind of have backed it up since that injury this time last year, where he's done his hamstring and put him out on the side for a while. So yeah, Martinelli, fast. He's a bit feeble. Like, you can push him off the ball. Like, Man City, they don't know how to say it, but they've just got that thing, man. You know what I mean? And their team, looking at their team, going through their team, Donnarumma, Ruben Diaz, Guehi, Haaland, Shirky, Foden, Bernardo Silva, the spine of the team looks strong. Yeah? The spine of the team looks like no one can just run through there and, you know, have their way with that team. And I think personally, if Arsenal drop points in their next game, they lose the whole Premier League. And who do they have in their next game? They have Wigan in the FA Cup. They're going to breeze that. They have Wolves in the league away from home. I think they're going to win, to be honest. I don't think they're going to drop points. But then they got Tottenham, Chelsea, Brighton. Their next fixtures are very hard, man. They're very difficult. And I think that's the period leading up to the Carabao Cup final. Then they're going to need to get through that period. Yeah, it's leading to Man City in the Carabao Cup final. And like I said, whoever wins that game for me wins the whole Premier League. And yeah, going towards the end of the season, they have tough fixtures and they have Champions League football as well. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm not going to say just yet who is going to win the Premier League, but I think it's based on the games I just mentioned. I predicted a 2-1 Arsenal win against Brentford. It didn't happen. Let me know what you guys predicted. Let me know what you guys thought on the game. Let me know what you guys think of this Premier League title race. To be honest, I think Premier League this season hasn't been as high quality as previous seasons in terms of the top teams, because any other season, any of the top teams messing about like this, I think the previous Cities, the previous Liverpools, they walk away with this league by 12, 15 points, to be honest. Arsenal still 4 points ahead and they're in the driving seat still. So let's see what happens. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.